It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bolts and the Browns coming up next.
We have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed. And played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
Brissett on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards left on second down.
I'm here all day. 49.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. This is the tight end, Njoku. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Brissett. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Brissett. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Here's Brissett. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
Still 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A first down throw for Brissett. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They go play action with Brissett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. To throw, Brissett. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brissett. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. Gets around him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We got this.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Caught left side, Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10.
Oh, yeah. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens. And
this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Jalen Guyton there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man is Grant.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Keep playing hard.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
49. Let's go.
Now Chubb running right. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Brissett.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Hunt on the draw play. He stiff arms him. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
19, set, 19, set.
A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Second down at 7.
Here's Brissett.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's go, man.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play fake, Brissett. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Throwing, Herbert.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Now Herbert.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Herbert.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Herbert going to throw.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.